The unspoken side of long-term relationships. Love is something everyone in the world needs. It's an element like water or air that we just cannot live without in our lives. Everyone wants to feel loved, that's why. When you do find someone to share your love with, it's one of the greatest feelings in the world. But there's an unspoken side to long-term relationships that many people don't talk about. Before we begin this video, don't forget to join the Bestie universe and subscribe to our channel for more videos about love. Now, keep watching for the unspoken side of long-term relationships. Number 20. Unexpected finds with laundry. Sometimes, when we put on our clean clothes for the day, it helps immensely when we have a loved one there with us to find potential things wrong with our outfit before we head to work. Or, in this case, an unexpected hairball that missed the dryer's lint trap. Number 19. Find little hairs. When you're in a loving long-term relationship, you tend to find traces of your partner everywhere you go, especially if your partner has long hair. You'll find these hairs in your clothes, in the bathroom, and sometimes even in your food. However, it doesn't bother you because it's like finding a little reminder of a person you love around the house. Besides unspoken things that most people in long-term relationships can relate to, do you know what experts say are the key factors that make a long-term relationship succeed? Well, stick around until the very end to find out. Number 18. Falling asleep watching movies. Any person can tell you that their partner has fallen asleep on the couch while watching a movie. For some people, it happens way more often than others. When you're in a long-term relationship, you actually begin to anticipate it and inevitably accept it. Number 17. Dancing privately just because. A sign of a true romance is if couples in long-term relationships decide to have their own private dance with each other when music is playing. Is it corny? Yeah, of course. Is it cheesy? Duh. Is it seriously the most romantic thing ever? You bet your buns it is. Keep watching as we continue to count down the top things that all couples in long-term relationships can relate to. Number 16. Washing hair is fun. A lot of boys can tell you that they actually really enjoy washing a woman's hair. So why not make it a full-on spa day and have them do it for you? It will be an enjoyable experience for both of you. And you'll have the cleanest hair ever by the end of it. Number 15. Morning breath is tolerated. Let's face it, nobody looks that good in the morning, and furthermore, nobody smells that good in the morning either. However, when you're in love with someone, these worries seemingly melt away. You're just happy to be in their company, regardless of how bad their breath smells. Number 14. Spooning is extraordinary. When you find a person that you love, no matter how long you've been with the person, it's always an enjoyable experience when that person wants to cuddle. Cuddles are what make the world go round. Spooning a loved one helps you feel safe and cared for. It's just amazing. Number 13. Even grocery shopping is an adventure. It's a lot of fun when you get to prepare meals with a loved one. A loving long-term relationship is made even better when something as mundane as grocery shopping can become an enjoyable experience. Shopping for food is fun, but it's even more fun when you can do it with someone you love. Number 12. You aren't afraid of each other's bodies. This is especially true when you notice something on your loved one that they haven't quite noticed themselves. Sometimes our bodies are gross and make things like a pimple due to the blocked pores. You know someone loves you when they're willing to pop it for you. Number 11. Teasing is all in the name of good humor. Sometimes it's a lot of fun to catch your loved one in an awkward or compromising position, if it's all in the name of good humor. You aren't teasing them because you enjoy being mean. You do this because when your loved ones let their guard down, they can actually look really cute. Number 10. You help each other get ready. After a long and hard day, or in particularly difficult morning when motivation is at its lowest, that's when we struggle to even do something as simple as brush our hair out before bed. Having a loved one do this for you is both cathartic and shows their love for you. Number 9. Reading together is the greatest thing ever. Couples who can read together stay together. Reading is an enjoyable activity, and so is reading at the same time as your partner. You can enjoy each other's company and also have it be quiet time as well. You may even want to start your own couple's book club. Number 8. Sharing food. Any person who's been in a loving long-term relationship knows that you cannot buy a bit of fast food or street food without sharing a few bites with your partner. It's almost always necessary. Who wouldn't want to try a bite of your delicious street pizza? Number 7. Eating out becomes an adventure. Is there an exciting new bagel place that just opened up? What about that pizza parlor someone at work told you about? Or a new cafe that just opened up at the end of the street? These are some of the things that you get excited to go to and talk about with your partner. Number 6. You tolerate your partner's body. Sometimes being in a loving, long-term relationship means tolerating your partner's quirky body. They may have a strange mole hidden in a funny place, bad morning breath, or in this case, razor-sharp talons for toenails. A gentle reminder to cut them is usually all you need, and of course, maybe some Band-Aids. Number 5. You create new traditions. When you're in a loving long-term relationship with someone, you tend to spend a great deal of time with them. This, in turn, allows you to create new traditions together, whether it be celebrating Halloween with style or taking off a weekend a year to do nothing but watch movies. Whatever this tradition is, you can look forward to it every year. Number 4. Snuggling on the couch. Another great activity for people in a loving long-term relationship is snuggling on your couch. You don't feel worried to be doing anything at all, and time seems to just go out the window as you simply enjoy the other person's company. Couch snuggles are where it's at, people. Number 3. Coming home to see them is the best. After a long day at the office, or if you've been away for a while, coming home to see your partner is such a joyous feeling. You feel like a part of you has been missing since you parted. Yes, having separate activities and things is healthy, but it's nice to come home and be with the person you love. You know what they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Number 2. You appreciate the things they do for you. In any loving, long-term relationship, you take turns helping around the house. Nobody should ever share the burden of cooking all the time, or doing laundry, or always cleaning the bathroom. These are shared responsibilities. It feels amazing when you have this working relationship with the person you love, but also, when it's time to do these chores, you're always willing to put in a helping hand. Cooking can be fun, but it can also be time to flirt as well. Number 1. You melt in each other's arms. Sometimes, especially on days when we really need to feel the other person, a simple kiss or caress of your partner's hand is enough to melt you into a warm pile of gushy goo. Nothing says I love you more than showing your feelings physically in a loving long-term relationship. Now that you know the things most people in long-term relationships can relate to, it's time to see what experts say are the main factors that make a long-term relationship last. Communication. According to Psychology Today, there are many different factors which make a long-term relationship last. One of the most important factors that make a long-term relationship last is communication. Psychology Today states that communication that is clear and open, and communication that lifts you up is what sets apart serious relationships from not-so-serious relationships. Dealing with conflict. How couples solve problems when they are arguing or when they disagree is a huge determining factor in whether the relationship will last long-term or not, according to Psychology Today. Couples that don't handle conflict well do not tend to last, and if they do, they're very toxic. Handling crisis. According to Psychology Today, how a couple handles external challenges is a huge factor that plays a role in a long-lasting, serious relationship. When either party is going through life challenges, whether it be from work, family, or more, how the couple deals with it says a lot about their relationship. Can you relate to any of these things in this video? What are some of your favorite and least favorite things about being in a long-term relationship? Let us know in the comment section below. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and share with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.